Hello, class. Welcome to English 1320. I am Dr. Candace Reese, and I am your professor this semester. I'm so looking forward to journeying with you this semester as we go through our Right for a Cause topic, which is the centerpiece of this class. Without further ado, I'm going to hop into our classroom and just show you around a little bit. Okay, so this is our classroom. You probably see something that looks a little bit different than mine. I have the faculty view and you have the student view, but I'm going to take it from the faculty view because it's essentially the same thing. The class will open with a welcome note, which is likely where you found this video. Contact information for me, few course introductions, kind of let you know how the course is laid out. Information about what you can expect in terms of grading and how all of that works. I'll kind of give you the nuts and bolts of it. I have a generous grading policy. My assignments are due on the actual due dates, but I grade on what's called a grading cycle, which means that I grade in rotation. So I'll start with one class, say it's maybe a face-to-face class that meets on Monday. I'll start with them the earliest class first, and then I'll move to my afternoon face-to-face class, and then I'll move into, say, my first online class and then my second online class. So that grading cycle rotates. Maybe the next time I'll start with my afternoon face-to-face class, and then my two virtual classes, and then move back to my morning class, and then move to my virtual class, and then so forth and so on. And so with each assignment, you never know where I am on the grading cycle. But the good news is for you is that you are able to turn in assignments until I grade them. Therefore, if I am, say, grading another class, you have all that time to still get your work in. However, once I put a 0 in for the assignment, if you've not turned it in, then that's the grade that you have. And you never know where I am. So you always want to get your work in on time. But if for some reason you don't, you probably have a little bit more time. Also, with that being said, usually I'm not grading at midnight current assignments. So I'm not up when your assignment's due at 11:59 looking to see if you've turned it in so I can assign you a 0. It's not how I work. Even if you're the first class on my grading cycle for that particular assignment, you likely have at least until 6 or 7 a.m. Before I'll start grading anything. All right, so that's a generous grading policy, and it's not something you should take advantage of, but it's also something that you should know that you have, so you don't have to send me emails in the middle of the night explaining that you had to work a later shift, or you're just getting off at 2 a.m. and you still haven't had a chance to turn your assignment in. You have grace until I grade the assignment. So hopefully that is a good part of the class. The next thing to consider these are some general FAQs that students usually have. Check those FAQs before sending me emails with questions, because sometimes they're already answered there. Netiquette is just, be kind to others whenever you are engaging them. We do a lot of discussion questions in this class. You're engaging your classmates for the most part every week. So you just want to be aware of how you're coming off and the things that you're saying to them, especially because often you are evaluating their work through peer review. So you just want to be aware of that. The next thing, we'll start the first day of school. You'll turn in a discussion question. With this discussion question, you are going to tell the class a little bit about yourself. Your post should talk about your educational background, current work, and career goals. The reason this is because we're going to use this information for our Right for a Cause topic. In other words, whatever you choose for your semester long topic will be based on this information. So please make sure that anything you may want to consider for your Right for a Cause topic, based upon your personal educational, workplace, or career experience, you've included in this discussion question. So that's going to round out the first day of class. After the first day of class, you are then going to move into the next phase, which is, I call it an extended orientation to this class, right? So you'll start with a lab based upon a concept called Are You Ready for College? And it is free to UNT students. So this gives you an overview of Are You Ready for College? It's basically a bridge program where if you've been out of college for a long time, or if you are a high school student just preparing and transitioning into college, this program will help you do that effortlessly so that you can feel more comfortable with the content that you're digesting, not just in my class, but also in other classes. It helps with reading skills. It helps with engaging with your professor. It helps with study skills. It helps with writing skills, and definitely helps with research skills, which is kind of what this class is supposed to do. So this is a good kind of foray into that idea. For each of you, you'll have an access code, a digital access code on this screen. When you follow the instructions to get into the Ruby Tree Writing Lab, into rubytreelearning.com so that you can access the Are You Ready for College Lab. You are going to put in this access code UNT Spring 24, all right? And that's going to get you into the course. Then once you get in, you're going to see that you have small things like an overview to talk about college, about the syllabus, meeting with professors, time management, and all those things that we often find helpful. And it'll be tips and tricks that are given to you, not just from me talking on this screen. You actually get a chance to engage with YouTubers, like professional people who put a lot of energy into their videos. And these videos have been vetted by other professors and collaborated with other professors, so that we know that what you're getting is something that is tried and true. And so you can use not only this information from my class, but you can let it seep into your other classes too. And trust me, your professors will be very happy that you know how to navigate the landscape of college. So you have something every day. For the first few days of class, you will find that you have an orientation into some aspect of this course in order to lead up to our first major unit. Are you ready for college? Research, again, it's going to give you just that general background information that a lot of us wish we knew when we first started college. So you get that straight away. And then you get that orientation to make sure that you understand the small things that are needed in order to make your college situation work that much more smoothly. After that, you will go into the overview for the course, which is, we start at level 1, which is the topic. Your Write for a Cause topic is going to help you communicate exactly why you've chosen the topic that you've chosen, and it'll help you to express it in multiple ways. One way is going to be as a phrase, and another way is going to be as a paragraph, all right? And you'll see more about how that works as the semester progresses, and you'll get some more video insight from me into how to do that. There are a couple of things that you should be aware of. There are things that you cannot talk about for your Write for a Cause topic, and it's listed here. You cannot talk about anything regarding mental health, anxiety, depression, suicide, bullying, domestic violence, abortion, divorce, physical or sexual abuse. This includes harassment. This includes mass shootings. This includes active shooter drills. This includes all of that. If you do talk about these things, and if you disclose anything, I may have to report that information to the powers that be at the school, and they will contact you more than likely to do assessments and things like that to make sure that everything is okay. So in order to keep me from having access to information that I have to report to the powers that be, which is the administration team, Title IX office, and things like that, please stay clear of these topics, mainly in order to keep your private business, with you and not with your classmates or with me or with the college, but also in the best interest of your classmates' mental health, and your audience's mental health, whoever is reading, assessing, grading, all of those things. All right. So here's a long list. This is from your syllabus. Every unit you'll have a syllabus connection. And here's a long list. It goes into more detail about, topics to avoid. And this is going to even include things like stress or work-life balance or anything that or burnout, anything that leads you into a conversation about mental health. You'll just want to steer clear of it. Any kind of abuse, any kind of death or violence, any part of abortion, anything dealing with divorce. You want to make sure that you are not using any sort of graphic writing, anything that traumatizes someone or takes them into a very violent scene or space. Again, we are not here to express all of ourselves. We're here to learn about research and writing and how that works at the college level. All right. So choose an uplifting topic is, I guess, what I'm trying to say here, so that you can, have a good time writing what you're writing about, and then B, hopefully help your classmates and me, learn more about what you have experienced and what you see in your educational or workplace needs to be educational experience or workplace experience or career experience, anything that needs to be changed. Often in your modules, you'll find that I give you a short video where I'm teaching concepts and things to you. I give step-by-step instructions, which leads me to this idea that I should share with you right now. The best way to pass my class, my friends, is to follow my instructions. Do not skim read my instructions. Do not bemoan or complain about the details included in my instructions. When you get to an assignment, follow the instructions. Why? Because I only grade what I teach. I don't grade anything else. I only assess you based upon what I've taught you in the modules, right? So each unit has several pages in it. I want you to think about this as a textbook chapter, right? And each one of these pages lead up to your assignments. And so therefore your assignments will be based on the content that was covered in this section of this chapter. If you look at it like that, then you won't feel like, oh, I just want to skip this. I don't want to read anything today. You want to print these pages out. In fact, if you feel uncomfortable reading on a screen, or if you feel like you don't really take the information in, now keep in mind, you will learn about methods for stronger online reading habits. So these things, again, that are offered to you in the orientation, try to apply them to what we're doing in class, and it will make your journey so much more easy than if you just try to, kind of skim it, wait till the last minute and hully-gully it in and just hope that whatever you write sticks. Because there's this thing in my class called minimum requirements. Minimum requirements. If you don't meet those minimum requirements, each time you have an assignment, then your assignment will not get credit. All right, that's in your syllabus. I do a whole, diatribe on minimum requirements, and that's because in order for me to grade it, these things have to be there at a minimum. Right. So please make sure that you're paying attention to the minimum requirements. Please make sure that you're not skim reading information and then just, diving into the assignment. Don't do that to yourself. You'll find that there are opportunities for you to write rough drafts as you go through. There will be samples in the modules to kind of show you what you're supposed to do. When it's time for you to write a rough draft, make sure that you're following the instructions, that you're looking at the outline for how things should go. And then practice it, right? Just sit there and take copy and paste the outline and just try to fill it in. This class is not intended to be hard, even though it is hard. This is a hard class, not because I made it hard, just because the class itself is hard. But I've done my best to give you what I call the cliff notes or the shortcuts to make it easy. And so you'll have these structures in each unit. You'll have videos, you'll have, details, you'll have samples, you'll have everything, but you have to access them in order to be successful. All right. And I don't really believe in very long videos, and this one has gone on longer than what I'd like. So I'm going to cut it off here, mainly because I've covered the things that I really need you to know on the first day of school. That is, number one, start at the beginning. Always. My class builds precept on precept, so always start at the beginning. Don't just skip things and kind of go to where you think you should go next. Number two, don't skip the introduction. Do all of this, right? Go into the Are You Ready for College program. Watch the videos. They're great YouTubers that are demonstrating and providing good information for you. Take the little quizzes. The quizzes are meant to be super easy. You have to score 80%, but they're like no-brainer, super easy. So do those. And then come back after you've finished everything, and then get started with the unit. All right. All right, I'm going to be updating things in the module kind of as a semester in the modules. When I say modules, it's these groups right here, these little individual sections. Those are called modules. I'm going to be updating things in the modules from time to time to make your learning experience stronger, faster, better. So don't panic if you see anything updated. If you have questions, let me know. Please, when you reach out to me, do it through Canvas. And then also, please, 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 be very clear about what you need. Demonstrate that you have read the instructions, that you've read the assignment first, and then ask me a question. Do not just ask me some general question that's already been covered either in the syllabus or in the modules. Why? Because I'm only going to point you back into those areas to ask me a better question. All right. And you may find that frustrating, but I don't intend it to be mean. I intend it to be clear so that everybody in the class is working on the same set of instructions, and I'm not accidentally agreeing to something that is not in the module or in our syllabus, which is a contract between us. All right. All right. I think that's everything. Nice to meet you. I look forward to hanging out with you. And let me see if I can make this thing do this. Haha, I did. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for being in this class. I'm looking forward to a really good semester with you. Let's make all the A's we can make, because that's what we're here to do. Bye.